Your doctor made a terrible mistake in diagnosis, and you suffered greatly as a result. Your lawyer has filed a lawsuit, and recently he sent you a copy of the answer that was filed by the doctor. You are absolutely astounded to find out that the doctor has denied everything, even that you were his patient. How can that be? In just a moment, I'll explain. Most lawsuits are defended through the purchase of insurance. In other words, when you sue a big company like Sears or Kmart or even Google, they are going to have lawyers that are paid for by their insurance companies who come to handle the case on their side. They get paid by the hour, and as a result, they tend to fight about everything. In fact, we often say that the defense to any case is the same as the defense to a dog bite case. It wasn't our dog. It didn't bite you. If it did bite you, you deserved to get bit. And what are you hollering about because you weren't hurt anyway? Whether it's medical malpractice or contract law, those are the defenses. Deny, delay, and defend. And that's how insurance companies make their money. They defend as zealously as they possibly can. And they file this answer that causes them to, says, we deny everything, which basically means that the plaintiff has to prove everything. They have to prove that you were the patient. They have to prove that you had a misdiagnosis. They have to prove that it caused all of the harm that you were, that happened to you. They have to prove that you were harmed. So all of those things go into the defense of a lawsuit. A lot of times, if you're dealing with someone who's not insured, who's paying their own lawyer by the hour, they won't do that. They will take a much more careful approach so that they don't run up a huge legal bill. Because at some point, you not only have to pay the lawyer, but you may have to pay the freight on the claim. So it's important to use your lawyer wisely. But generally speaking, if a case is going to be defended by an insurance company, you can count on robust defenses and the fact that your lawyer is going to need to prove everything. In addition to that, you can count on a great deal of discovery being directed at you. They will want to know everything that has happened to you in the past, and they'll certainly want to know if you've ever been injured in that particular area before, if it's a personal injury lawsuit. All of this sounds awful. But at the end of the day, it helps ensure that fraudulent claims don't get paid. Every fraudulent claim that gets paid hurts you. It drives up the cost of insurance. And I have never represented anybody who I thought was trying to game the system. And when I have felt like someone has been trying to game the system, I simply don't agree to represent them. That's a difficult choice to make because lawyers depend on clients in order to keep in business. But sometimes the right thing to do is more important than the profitable thing to do. That's particularly true for lawyers. Every lawyer has an ethical code that he has to adhere to. And one of those is to not bring frivolous cases. And while we sometimes see frivolous cases, and I have even defended cases that I believed were frivolous, the fact of the matter is, anybody in this country can sue anyone else for anything. And it's a good thing that insurance exists and that insurance is there to defend you. Several years ago, I was in a car and I was driving along and I came to an intersection where there was a yield sign. I looked over my shoulder briefly to make sure that the area that I was turning into was clear. And the car that was in front of me in a protected turn lane slammed on their brakes and I hit their rear end. As a result of that collision, which they claimed caused grievous bodily injury to them, I was sued. And my insurance company took care of the whole thing for me. I didn't have to do anything. So, although we look at those defenses sometimes and say that they are essentially a dog bite case writ large, The fact is, defenses do serve a purpose, and most defense attorneys are honorable men who are just trying to do an honorable job. If you found this information helpful, I hope that you'll hit the like button down below and click subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you'll be notified anytime I release a video in the future. Thank you for watching and have a great day.